Olympia FC Warriors was originally founded in 1960, but it wasn't until 2010 that they found a permanent home at the Dampier Street facility and aptly named it Warrior Park. 5 years, a lot of hard work, and over $700,000 later, the club has now reached a crossroads.
When we were first offered the opportunity to take over this facility, it was used as a tip site. It was run down and it was not only an eyesore, but it was a liability to the council. Overall, we've pumped around about $700,000 into this facility spanning 5 years. We've turned this into a very thriving footballing community facility, but also we have been used by AFL football clubs for training and the Tasmanian cricket team. The club had 7 teams. We now stretch to 27 teams.
An issue has been obviously actually being able to logistically fit them on our pitches.
Being a community-based club, we've obviously grown a huge amount in the last couple of years. The amount of time that we actually need for training on the pitch, we can't actually fit that into our week. So if we want to expand as a club, we need an extra pitch.
We've got a lot of girls coming through now, which we're proud of, and we're just not going to be able to fit them all on, simple as that.
From 2 or 3 years ago, we've literally doubled the amount of teams that we have, and that's probably come from the successes of our senior men.
2015 was one of the best seasons in our club's history. We won everything except for the one trophy. The senior men's, that's what's called performance phase, which means results matter.
Olympia with the early lead. Floats that one in and there's 1-0 to Olympia.
Underpinning that is a really strong focus on development from under 7s right through.
We want to try and encourage people to be as good as they can be, whether that means they play NPL at the end or whether they just enjoy the game and play social. For us, as long as they stay with the club and get to be as good as they can be, really.
Having the best facilities is a piece of that puzzle to help develop these players to be noticed by not only mainland and A-League clubs but overseas clubs as well.
We spent around about $80,000 on the ground next door building a training pitch. The idea would be that we actually turn that into another ground. We've got teams at Olympia that don't train here at Warrior Park. I believe if anyone wears this badge is entitled to train and play at the ground.
Being part of Olympia, you want to train at Olympia. You want to be part of the club, and that's why people come here, is because of the club culture. At the moment we're using Cambridge, which we're having to pay for every time we use that twice a week.
You don't want to push the people away onto the other grounds because you lose a bit of the identity. I mean, the idea is to come here and train. The future of the club is to have a bigger facility and a better facility. We can't just stay in the one spot and keep the same number of players. We need to grow.
For us to open up another pitch can only help us to become bigger, better, stronger and have more success in the future.
One of the big things we want to do is to get gender-specific changing rooms.
Male and female changing rooms, home and away changing rooms, being able to get changed while the other teams are in.
Obviously there are logistical issues with involving a women's and men's program together, and having separate dressing rooms and changing rooms would be a real coup. Women's football in this country is really developing with huge growth.
The increase in participation of females in sport, in particular soccer, it's grown a huge amount. It's an extra 120,000 in 2 years that are actually playing soccer in Australia. We've overtaken netball.
The success of the Matildas is something that you can look at. The ratings that they had in their recent major tournaments have been outstanding.
At the moment we've got about 40 girls 15 and under. And that's gone from 20 the first year, this is only the second year with the girls, so hopefully that'll just double.
From our point of view, can we develop a Matilda? The way to develop a Matilda is to have the best facilities possible.
We also intend to expand the club rooms to make it function centre. The other thing which the ground is lacking right now is a place to come and watch and actually sit under cover. Part of the redevelopment would be inclusive of the whole community. This facility won't be unique to the Olympia Football Club or football in general. It is multi-purpose.
We're going to encourage community groups to come here and meet, and therefore they'll have their own space to keep their gear as well.
Whether it be a crochet club or table tennis or anything like that, they can actually come and use the facilities as well. So we want to be putting back into the community as much as we're getting out of it as well.
Development of this nature is really would be a real coup, not only for our club, but for the state.
We're community-minded, community-based, and we want to build a facility which is enjoyed by all of the community.
With your support, Olympia FC is totally committed to making this exciting community redevelopment proposal a reality.